A doorman waited by a much less fancy entrance. That was it. The way into the staircase that led to where I needed to go. As I watched, a group of men approached and spoke to the doorman. He admitted them with a few words. Damn, that was easy. Just had to fake the same confidence. Another group approached and was shown in without a problem. The words of the woman who led me back to the office returned. She said there was a game running tonight, and an expectation that they'd be busy. I'd been so occupied trying to read the rota that I hadn't paid attention beyond that. Maybe it was a sport of some kind they could watch while the women entertained them in other ways. There was nothing left to do but find out. Like last night, I was dressed for the occasion in my same little black dress, but I'd gone heavier in my makeup, prettier in my lingerie, just in case. With my shoulders back, I crossed the distance and presented myself to the man. I'm here for the game. The huge man with a thick neck that bulged over his collar raised his eyebrows. Then he checked something on his phone. It looked like a photo.
You Natasha?
I was whoever I needed to be. Faking brightness, I smiled. That's me, Natasha. Nice to meet you. He huffed in apparent relief and hauled on the door, the effect causing his suit jacket to open. It revealed a leather holster. For a knife? A gun? The movement was too fast for me to be sure, and I snapped my gaze away. The doorman propelled me inside.
You're late. You got a few minutes to prepare, that's it.
Traffic was bad, I lied. He directed me past the stairs. I'd wanted to climb and to another door, plain and sturdy, no window to see in or out. He tapped in a code and it popped open.
Hurry.
Inside, another corridor fell away, grey and unadorned. But it was a route in. I'd take it. Thanks, I breathed.
Good luck. You're the last to arrive. Door's locking now.
He closed me in with a thud and a click of metal. Something about his words felt final, and a slither of unease curled around my determination. Yesterday I'd been able to walk in and walk out unbothered, even on the floor of the club. I hadn't felt in any kind of danger, despite the clientele the women were there to serve. Getting locked in the basement felt very different. I turned and stared at the door. No handle, not even a keyhole. Above, a camera trained on me. I hadn't noticed them elsewhere in the club, but I hadn't been checking either. The urge filled me to thump on the door and call the man back. But I'd come too far for retreating. Stifling the panic, I forced myself down the hall, grateful for my dose of caffeine that kept me going. Around the corner, the corridor opened to a vast expanse. A concrete floor stretched the width of the huge building, pillars supporting a gantry to an upper level, and huge warehouse doors along one of the walls. The kind that lorries could pass in and out to offload goods, or whatever used to happen a century or two ago when this place was built. Cameras overlooked the space in its shades of grey and industrial white, and bright lights left nothing hidden. From behind me, a figure skittered out across the floor, a woman in a bandage dress, her feet bare. Carefully, she climbed the metal steps to the gantry, then entered a room, not sparing a glance at me. "Are you the last?" Another voice followed, an American from her accent. I turned. A woman my age exited a room behind. My glimpse into the space, showing sinks and lockers, a bench with towels on. "I think so," I answered. My voice came out weak, so I cleared my throat and tried again. "The doorman said he was locking the door. Why would he do that?" She was already moving away, her brown hair swinging in a high ponytail and her dress tight like the other woman's had been. "Didn't you read the rules? We're here until it's over. They won't open the doors until all of us have been claimed." Wait, I begged. From my pocket, I pulled out my phone. The woman's brown eyes widened and she hurried back over, her hands out. What the hell are you doing? You can't bring a phone in here. Put it in the lockers before someone sees. She snatched my wrist and tugged me into the changing room. Opening a locker, she took my phone and placed it inside. Put your bag in as well, and take that necklace off if you don't want it broken. I obeyed automatically, undoing the simple pendant that once belonged to my mother, the urgency infectious. You're lucky the cameras aren't on yet. It's cardinal sin 101 to bring a phone in here. She stepped back and peered over her shoulder. Like the other woman, she was barefoot. My sense of unease exploded into a full-on panic. My energy drink rush fueling a paranoia I was beginning to think real. For some reason, I fixated on that last detail among all the wealth of information. Where are your shoes? The American grinned and hopped on the spot. Believe me, it's better to be barefoot. You can run faster. Make it a better game. Really make them chase you down. What am I running from? Oh, that's good. They are going to eat that sweet and innocent attitude right up. Listen, we've got a minute or two before the siren. I need a hide. No point in making this easy. You should do the same. Hide? I breathed. There's 20 of them to our 5. If you make it easy, that's a fucking waste. Aim for the captain's office if you're stuck for a starting place. See you on the other side. With a final grin, she was gone. I'd fucked up. Certainty rushed with my blood in my veins. Taking a fast breath, I kicked off my shoes and sprinted back down the corridor, thumping on the door. Let me out! I yelled. It's a mistake. I'm not meant to be here. No answer came. No sound but the thrum of my pulse in my ears. I tried again, yelling at the top of my voice. Still nothing. A siren pierced the air. My heart all but leapt into my mouth. The time was up. I couldn't get out. My only chance was to hide.